Hi there, this is Sue Leone, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about the module format that you can use for your lessons page on your Blackboard shell. So let's take a look at this example lessons page that is in the module format. This is not complete. It just has some examples of content that probably should be in a lessons page that is in the module format. It's always a good idea to put something in the lessons page so it doesn't look empty on purpose, just reminding them that they need to take the course entry quiz in case they don't follow the directions in getting started. I also include a bunch of calendar items. These are just a few of them. It is currently hidden from students. You can see it was last available after the drop deadline. And then these calendar items are color-coded. Module 0 is labeled 0 because it is the same in all of my courses. It is the getting started information that's kind of the in the weeds sort of stuff, not just the syllabus. That lives in course resources, but in getting started, this doesn't have folders by student learning objective, since it sort of is its own objective. It's got a checklist for the entire module. There is a purpose statement as well as a purpose video with the transcript for those who prefer just to read the transcript or those who may be hearing impaired, if that's allowed by your technical standards. Here are some SoftChalk lessons. Students are responsible for knowing all of these. They are short SoftChalks, which are web-based little lessons. So the other part is the college policies and the academic calendar. The academic calendar is that handy PDF that is available in the calendars part of waketech.edu. So here's all this good stuff. And the academic calendar, you can see that it is a great summary of all 3 semesters in an academic year. And then this, of course, is the syllabus addendum on the AET division policies and contact information. Back on the lessons page, here's an example of a module that does have content. And you can see this is boilerplate for all of my modules. That is just a form that I have established over time that these students want to know. Each SLO's folders table of contents has an estimated completion time of each learning task. It does require a certain level of time management on the part of the student. All deadlines are displayed on the due date calendar on our course menu. But I also say, for the auditor's sake, how many hours of online class time this module represents. Because of course it's not broken down by week anymore. It's broken down by module. It still has to add up to that 80 hours or whatever that your course needs to take per semester. There are 5 assignments with deadlines. Students like to know how many assignments are going to be in this module, and I just say that they're with deadlines because there are some assignments, like reading assignments and video watching assignments, that do not have deadlines, but they are necessary for learning the material and being successful on the assignments that do have deadlines. I also have calculated not just the online class time but also how much homework time I am allotting for this. So I say it should take the average student about this many hours to complete this module. There are pros and cons to both the weekly and module formats for the lessons page. However, research shows that grouping things by topic, not time, allows students to make more sense of what they're learning and be more likely to retain it both within the semester and between semesters. It also is awesome for the instructor. Because the content is grouped and you don't include point values or due dates on any of the assignment descriptions, you have the flexibility to change how many points a specific assignment is worth within the overall context of your course without having to go and find that on the lessons page and edit it. You can just edit that point value in the assignment setup page and not worry about the description. Same with the due dates. How many times have you copied a course from a previous semester only to find that you have to move a whole bunch of assignments into a different week just because of how the calendar was laid out that semester? It takes lots of time, and it really doesn't have to happen because in the modules, all you do is change the due date from the due date calendar itself, and it's changed, and you don't have to worry about it anymore. It saves a ton of time. And you can see here also is the mandatory career fair assignments. They're separate. The tests are in a separate folder. I used to put them inside the module, and it just, because they're sort of beasts unto themselves. So let's take a look at inside the module. Again, has a purpose, and the purpose is in a 3-part format. I always have the same how to succeed, reminding them to read the purpose. That actually is an important learning thing called priming. That they need to complete the student learning objective activities and assignments in order, starting with the first SLO folder. Of course, this one doesn't have an SLO folder because it's some background information. And then a link back to the Getting Started module, because many people, let's just say they don't prioritize it during the first week of school and wonder why certain policies are in place. So here's an example of the modules folders. This is a better example of an actual student learning objective, the number of the student learning objective as it is stated in the syllabus, and that entire student learning objective. Again, it represents how many hours of online class time, and I am also thinking of adding how many hours it should take you, just like the module, to do this. You can see that I have different grading categories, and they are in line with the grading categories in my syllabus. The learning activity, how many points it's worth, and how much class attendance it is worth. And then this is the non-teams time. So this is online class and homework included. I'm thinking, however, that for the auditors, I'm going to need to split this in two. That's something I need to talk with my reports about. So you can see that here are the assignments. Again, everything is color-coded. It's a specific color if it is an assignment. You can see I also say, this is something my students requested, that I indicate the end of the folder. Let me go back to the next one. You can see again, consistency is the name of the game in any course design. You always want to be consistent. I've also begun adding how long it should take to read this part of the textbook and the notes based on words per minute. A slow adult reader, someone returning to college, for instance, is about 150 words per minute, and so that is what I use to calculate those. Another graded assignment, so it's in that color. And then the end of the module. So this is the last thing they're doing in this module, so they don't have to then go back and check, are there any more folders? They know that there are no more folders in this module because they are done. And then inclement weather, this is a fully online class, so inclement weather doesn't matter to us, but you should always have one in your lessons page. So if you are interested in deploying a module format for your course, you're welcome to contact me at any time. I do have several links to research that indicates that this is the best way to present information to students, but you are welcome to read all of that and make your own decision. Thank you very much for listening.